Assalamu alaikum, my dear learners. Welcome to my English class for COVID-19. Our college has arranged online class. That is why I am taking online class, and my others colleague also taking online classes. So I request all of you to participate our classes, to follow our class. I hope all of you will be benefited. So welcome to my English class. I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I also bless you for your prosperity, for your future. So, my dear learners, be attentive and be regular. And study at home, read at home, write at home, and practice yourself. And if you face any problem, I request you to phone me so that you can solve your problem. I am Selimujjaman, lecturer in English, Government Bishreshta Nur Muhammad Degree College, Sharsha, Joshore. Session introduction. I am taking English for the students of SSC level, first year. My today's topics, I am going to discuss my today's topics. Before discussion, I will give you a clue. Please try to guess out. What do you see? What do you watching on this picture? I think you are watching that blacks are tortured by white people. These very white people are torturing these black people. My dear learners, see the pictures and try to guess which topics I am going to teach you. I hope you can understand. Here you are watching also that some black people are tortured. Here you are watching also that some black people are demanding their rights. Here they said that bury Apartheid, destroy Apartheid. Apartheid, that means racial discrimination. I think you could understand. Here, what you are watching, some people gathered or demonstration demanding their rights. Here you are watching that, they are inscribed that Mandela for freedom, vote for all, equal payment for all. That means they are demanding their rights, fundamental rights. All the black peoples are deprived of the rights of South Africa. You can guess that. What I am going to talk about, Nelson Mandela, the greatest leaders of South Africa, is not only the greatest leaders of South Africa, but also the greatest leaders of the world. Nelson Mandela, from Apartheid fighter to the president. Nelson Mandela gave a message to the world, to the people. He told in his writing, please look at the screen. Nelson Mandela said, no man is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Nelson Mandela, very important speech it is for the world. So we should not judge by their skin, we should judge their qualities, their deeds. My dear learners, I am talking about Nelson Mandela, from Apartheid fighters to president. Unit 1, Lesson 1. Nelson Mandela is the greatest leaders in South Africa. We know that in our country we have also a greatest leaders named Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. He was also fought for the peoples of Bangladesh, emancipation for the peoples of Bangladesh, for democracy, for right of vote, for everything. So I show my due respect our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman also. My dear learners, today by talking about this passage, we'll learn to talk about Nelson Mandela and about oppression of the black people by the white people, that is to say about Apartheid. To find out some new words and knowing its meanings for enriching our vocabulary, to answer comprehension question based on text, to practice grammatical uses and different situation in accordance with question pattern. Developing 4 skill. By reading this passage, we'll develop our 4 skill: reading, writing, speaking, listening. Okay, my dear learners, let's move. Let's see next slide. Meaning some new words of enriching vocabulary. My dear learners, here I will say you some new word which may be unknown to you, but today will be familiar, and you must write down in your notebook. Apartheid, Bengali meaning Jati Biddesh, English meaning discrimination among the races. Its synonym, Apartheid synonym, inequality, injustice, disproportion. Reconciliation, Bengali meaning Samonay Sadhon, Puno Milon. English meaning the process of making consistent or compatible. Its synonym, reunion, bringing together. Embody, murto kora, sangotito kora, to give concrete form, to organize. Synonym, exemplify, realize, reify. Okay. Emancipation, Bengali meaning mukti, bandhon hoite mukti. English meaning a state or a fact of being liberated. That means free from all types of chain shackles. Synonym, liberation, freedom, unrestrained. Intensely, adverb, গভীরভাবে, বিব্রতভাবে, etc. English meaning of an extreme kind. Synonym, that means similar word, deeply, extremely, strongly. I also mentioned some other words, decades মানে দশক, 10 years. Fight means যুদ্ধ করা, সংগ্রাম করা. Fight against the white minority rules. Okay, my dear learners, there are many words. You will write down all the words and write down the meaning, then we'll be familiar with new words, and your vocabulary must be enriched. Let's see the meaning of synonyms. Healing, the act of process of regaining health, that means arogyo লাভ করা, cure, remedy. Repression মানে দমন নিপীড়ন, the act of repressing, that means synonym হলো oppression, fascism. Chasm, ফাটল, a gap among the race. Crack, synonym crack, fracture, breakage. Domination, বাংলা অর্থ হলো আধিপত্য বা শাসন করা. English meaning often arbitrary rules. Synonym supremacy, superiority. Harmony, harmonyর বাংলা অর্থ হলো মিল বৈক্যতন. English meaning consistent pleasing arrangements of parts. That means synonym union, concord. Clan মানে গোত্র. Race, that means race. A group of people who share their same interest. That means synonym tribe or race. My dear learners, open textbooks and read the text silently for 5 minutes and discuss in pair and try to make the question answer pair works 5 minutes. My dear learners, now I am talking about Nelson Mandela and the passage. Page number 1. Here you are watching that some greatest man has been depicted here, has been given here, some photos here given here. Nelson Mandela, Kaji Nazrul Islam, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. Here you see that Nelson Mandela is the greatest leaders. Nelson Mandela guided South Africa from shackles of Apartheid to multiracial democracy as an icon of peace and reconciliation, who came to embody the struggle for justice around the world. Imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for the peoples of the South Africa, he was imprisoned for nearly 3 decades for his fight against the white minority rules. Mandela never lost his never lost his heart to fight for the people's emancipation. That means he struggled for emancipation, he struggled for rights, he struggled for freedom, he struggled for vote for all, he struggled for justice, he struggled for peace. So this slogan is common to all the people, and he fought for the peoples of Africa. He fought for the peoples of the people, those who are in chain, those who are not freedom. So he sing for the peoples of the people's freedoms, people's emancipation, people's democracy, people's justice, people's peace. So this man is no doubt a great man in the world. He was determined to bring down Apartheid while avoiding civil war. He was a great man. He does not like civil war. That is why he try his level best to avoid civil war. His prestige and charisma help him win support of the world. That is why he became the world leader. Nelson Mandela said, "I hate race discrimination most intensely and in all manifestation. I have fought it all during my life. I will fight it now and will do so until end of my days." Mandela said in his acceptance speech on becoming South African first black president in 1994 become the first black president. This time he told that time for the healing of the wounds has come. Very important words. Write down it. The time for healing of the wounds has come. The moment to bridge the chasm that divides us has come. Nelson Mandela in 1993 became Nobel Peace Prize owner. He was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1993 for his sacrifice, because he was imprisoned more than near about 3 decades in the prison for democracy, for peace, for emancipation, for their rights. So he was awarded Nobel Peace Prize. Nelson Mandela shared this Nobel Prize with F.W. de Klerk, the white African leaders who had freed him from prison 3 years earlier and negotiate the end of the Apartheid. No doubt, he shares his Nobel Peace Prize with white people. That means he want to sing for the people's right, not for the black people rights. He want justice for all people. He want democracy for all people. He want democracy for all people. He wants emancipation for all people, not for only for the black people, not only for the white people. So no doubt Nelson Mandela is a great leader in the world. My dear learners, now please look at the slide and try to give answer. What a special quality of Nelson Mandela do you observe from the regarding of the passage? I have also told you that Nelson Mandela is a great leader. He sacrificed his life. He sacrificed his important life, his youth, for the peoples of the South Africa. How long was he imprisoned and why? He was imprisoned near about 3 decades for the emancipation of the peoples of South Africa. What did Nelson Mandela personify? Write down, please. Answer. Okay, my dear students. Nelson Mandela told in one address, "Don't call me, I will call you." When and why did Nelson Mandela utter these words? Try to answer this question, my dear learners. Read out the passage and try to answer the question. With whom did Nelson Mandela share the Peace Prize, and what was his speciality? I have also told you that Nelson Mandela shared his Peace Prize with F.W. de Klerk, the white African leaders. Okay, my dear learners, let's sum up today's lesson in key points. We know that Nelson Mandela is a great leader in South Africa. He fought for freedom, he fought for emancipation, he fought for democracy, he fought for vote for all, he fought for the right of the peoples of the black people. He fought against injustice, fought against discrimination. So Nelson Mandela is a great leader. Not only is a great leader of South Africa, he also great leaders of the world. Now, look at the slides, my dear learners. Nelson, what is the name of the Nelson Mandela? Main name. Rolihlahla Mandela, nickname Madiba Tata Dalimbanga. Date of birth 18 July 1918. Religion Methodist. Occupation activist, politician, philanthropist, lawyer. Political party African National Congress. Imprisonment 1962 to 1990, 28 years. So we came to know that Nelson Mandela's main name Rolihlahla Mandela, nickname Madiba Tata. He was born 1918, 18 July. His religion Methodist. He was a politician, he was a philanthropist, he was a lawyer. He became first black president in 1994. He was awarded Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. He fought against Apartheid. Elected first African president 1994 to 1999. That means he became the first black president in 1994 to 1999. Awarded Sakharov in 1988, Bharat Ratna 1990, Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. He was awarded Peace Prize, Bharat Ratna. Sakharov. My dear learners, retirements from politics in 1999. Notable works: Long Walk to Freedom is a great book of Nelson Mandela. Long Walk to Freedom. It was a very nice book for freedom. It was a great book. It is taught in honors level students. Date of death. Nelson Mandela is no more. 5 December 1913. At the age of 95, he left the world forever. Name of the reference books of sources for getting more information about the topics. I was told you that Long Walk to Freedom is a great book of Nelson Mandela, no doubt. It is written in English, so I request all my students to buy a book of Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, and read it. From searching Googles, we have arranged this. So my dear learners, topic for the next class, I will talk to you unforgettable history. That means we will talk about the another greatest leaders of Bangladesh and of the world, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So read out the passage, read out the historic speech of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. It's a great speech for the peoples of the Bangladesh, for democracy, for emancipation, for liberation of Bangladesh. So it is no doubt unforgettable history. My dear learners, your homework or home task, please write down a brief story of struggle of Nelson Mandela. Write down a brief story of a struggle of Nelson Mandela. He fought for the people of South Africa, for emancipation, for peace, for democracy, for vote for all, for equal payments for all, against injustice, against discrimination, against misrule of white people. So he was a great leader. You will write many sentences about the history of struggle of Nelson Mandela. Write down, read out the passage at first, then try to write down. My dear learners, at the end of the class, I like to thank you for participation. I hope you will be benefited. Please read out the passage and follow the class. I hope all of you will be benefited. Thanks all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.